Yeah, there is a great vegan chef. I mean, there are a few at this point, and yeah, I think that it's, actually, this is an interesting story. I met a vegan chef from Japan a couple of years ago. Tiny, tiny woman, um, really interesting, and not a vegan in her personal life, but she was a vegan chef. She ran a small, maybe 12 or 20 seat restaurant in Tokyo, and everything was strictly vegan. And when I found out she wasn't a vegan, I said, I don't get this. I mean, why would you choose to? It's not a matter of principle for you because you eat meat, you eat fish. Why would you choose to narrow what you serve your customers when you yourself eat from the broadest spectrum possible? And she said, it's like pen and ink. There are people who choose to be artists in only pen and ink because they want to narrow the world in which they're looking at so as to more fully explore it. And I want to narrow the world in which I'm cooking so I can understand it better. And she was an amazing, amazing chef. She made great, great stuff. I'd be guessing to answer that question. And it's a confluence of a bunch of things. I mean, first off, I guess, is that we like fads. I mean, we like trends. So here's one that hadn't been fully exploited. Secondly, food television really has had a huge impact. I mean, cooking and eating as a spectator sport, never before in history. So that's had a huge impact. Third, I think, is the kind of internationalization of food. People, not only people traveling and seeing food from the rest of the world, but ingredients and types of cuisines and restaurants arriving here in unprecedented numbers. So I think, I guess the short answer is exposure, but it still doesn't explain, walking into a party and having someone come up to you and say, I'm a foodie. And there's something about this sort of trendiness. It's like saying, I'm a clothes person. Well, yeah, we all wear clothes. I'm a clothes person too. The thing that makes me most upset about this big fad is that more people are not cooking. And that I think it's fine to watch other people cook, but then people say, well, I'm too busy to cook, and they're too busy to cook because they're watching people cook on television. It doesn't track for me. I think it's really, really bad.